Hello, everyone. This is MMA Interesting Prospects podcast. Today, our guest is Gaberial Brown, who will fight on LFA 196 November 8th. Hello, Gabriel. How are you?
What's up, man? How are you? I'm
I'm
doing
good.
good.
I'm good, and thank you for taking the invitation, especially before I think, the biggest fight of your career. It will be
Mhm.
bout against Jacobi Jones. So, if you can tell me, how do you feel a few days before this fight?
I feel good. Feel very confident with my skills and my cardio. Been working my butt off this whole camp, but this last week has been hell. But I feel very confident with my cardio, and I feel confident with everything. So, yeah.
Uh, and when did you find out about this fight?
Oh, geez, I think like a month or 2 months ago, something like that. And I was like, it's on UFC Fight Pass, and we saw that and it's on the LFA and we just instantly accepted it. And I know it's like the biggest chance, and I don't know when I get other chance like this. So I just accepted it.
This is actually a very big fight because Jacobi Jones is former LFA champion. He fought in the Contender Series before, and of course he lost to last fight. But I think that in the end he's like definitely the biggest challenge of your career.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a tough opponent. I know he's an all-American wrestler, and he seems like a brawler or whatever. But I've been wrestling with wrestlers my whole life. Like I've been with I trained with Justin Scoggins or used to train with Justin Scoggins, Sarah McMahon, and a bunch of other wrestlers and kickboxers, all of those. So I feel confident. So
But but probably because he's a big challenge, it's also a big opportunity for you because if you will like put a very impressive performance, it can open the doors maybe for another interesting matchup, maybe even for the LFA title in the near future.
hmm yeah, like hopefully I win. I get other shot at LFA, or hopefully UFC hit me up at Contender Series or anything. I just stay positive, and hopefully everything goes in the future or goes good in the future. So,
And also this year you fought for the Showcase MMA title. It was
mhm.
a bout against George Coppa, and it was actually, I think, that really impressive performance, especially that your three previous wins were in the first round, and here you fought for the 25 minutes in a good pace.
Yeah, yeah. I was kind of shocked about my cardio. I was a little bit worried about my cardio in that fight, and I wanted to go for finish, but I told myself if it goes to decision, wherever, like it's gonna suck, but I tough it out. My fights are never boring. I know that. It's just,
And as the pro fighter, you except the last one, you finished your previous three opponents, but also in the amateur, you mostly won by decision. So,
mhm.
what in your like what in your opinion changed like between your amateur career and pro career that right now you are able to finish the opponents quite easy?
It ain't easy, but I try to pull the trigger. I just need like my amateur. I'm not really pulling the trigger, but in my pro career, just being aggressive, just pull the trigger and have confidence in myself. And like I know I'm a good fighter. I know I have the skills to finish people.
And to heel hooks in the row, it's not like super common thing in MMA. So you want to bounce by heel hooks.
Yeah, yeah, two or three in a row. So like I feel I trust in my situ, and I bowl with a bunch of good people at Revolution Mixed Martial Arts, and it's in Inman, South Carolina. Plug that a little bit, but I have a bunch of good rolling or training partners over there, and they get me ready. They always whoop my ass.
And if you can tell me about your sparring partners a bit, maybe like another good prospects or maybe more experienced fighters that you have in your team.
Um, I we have a new or we have a young guy, same age as me, and he's a upcomer. I think he did fight in LFA. His name is Noah Lindsay. He won his last fight. I forget where. King of the Cage, and he finished his guy in the second round, and just ground and pound. I try to remember how he won, but he's a good training partner. He's a tough son of a bitch. but but me and him, uh, up and comers in the Revolution Mixed Martial Arts.
And I think that it's like good that you can train with another prospect in the same age or in the same experience, and you both have the same dreams that you want to like go as far as you can in MMA.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
That probably for you it's a good to train with another prospect who have who has the
Mm-hmm.
same dreams, and you want to be in the like top level MMA
Oh yeah.
promotions.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yeah. It's just like yeah, it's good to have like somebody like have the same dream or trying to achieve a same dream and a bunch of other guys. So like make you work harder and work and get you better. So
And how did you get to MMA? Like when did you start training, and do you have any like additional background before MMA?
I started when I was 6 years old. I had like a learning disability, so my dad just wanted me to, like go karate when I was 6, and he just wanted me to like build up my confidence. And he just cases people like bullying me and all that stuff. But then I did wrestling when I was 9 years old, and then I went to Revolution when I was like about to turn 13 something, and I've been training nonstop my whole life. I've been with Revolution like 12 years, something like that, and this whole thing pretty much half my life or my whole life. So
So it's kind of impressive because right now you are still quite young, 24, I believe, and you have a 12 years experience in MMA. It's kind of crazy.
oh yeah, it's just uh my joints and my body feel like crap, but I keep going. It's just it's hell. I say that.
And when I was watching your fights, I like your like IQ in the fight because you know when to go for the takedown, when to fight in the stand up. And
Mhm.
in your opinion, right now, what is like your best tool in your MMA tool set, let's say?
I like to call myself an all rounder, but like I mostly just wherever's there, wherever my skill is, how I feel in the fight. Pretty much, it just depends how the opponent. And I like to do my stand up, but I love to grapple. As I say that, in in between. So.
Do you also start to in any like grappling competition, either gi or no gi, or you prefer just to train like grappling as the part of MMA?
Sometimes I do grappling tournaments, but not a lot. But when I'm in the gym, it's pretty much every day is a tournament.
And when you are outside of the training camp, do you still like train every day, or you prefer just to go a little bit like slower, not maybe not every day?
I like to have at least like one day off, but even my day off, I always like run like for like an hour, hour and a half, and then just do a bunch of cardio stuff. But it's just like one day light, and then but the rest are like hard, and and then just like have strength and conditioning, cardio, all that stuff. So
And in my opinion, right now you are in the like very good point of your career because in your last fight you become a promotional champion. Right now you
Hmm.
will fight in LFA, so it's of course a biggest challenge, but also a big opportunity. But when you
Hmm.
are like thinking about your career, do you see yourself in the maybe in the UFC or any other big promotion in like 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, I would love to be in the UFC, but if not, I'd be in like Bellator or PFL or anything. I just wherever it takes me, like wherever organizations would pick me up. So, but I would love to be the UFC because that's been my childhood dream to be up there.
And who is your like favorite fighter to watch?
GSP, T.O. Ortiz, Stephen Thompson or Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, obviously from around here, but his karate looks amazing, his footwork. And who else? So I remember. But mostly my guys are wrestlers, Matt Brown, uh it's all types of guys.
And I think
But
that about Stephen Thompson, it's like many years ago. I think that not many people thought that he can be like top three or top five guy
mhm,
for like many years, because the people consider him a little bit like just a karate guy.
yep.
And for so many years he was in the top five, top 10. He fought against who is who, and who knows, maybe he won the fight, like one or two fight against Tyron Woodley, because they were like super close.
Hmm. Yeah, he definitely it was close in the first one. Uh, he almost won the second one. It was the second one. Yes, it was boring, but they kind of robbed him on that one. But it is what it is. He should have been a little bit more aggressive. But but like with my fights, I try not be in my fights. I never be the guy staring or be like laid back. And mostly my fights are go forward. You probably like the fight I send you is never like a standstill or whatever. It's probably like 1 minute of my fights to be like a standstill, but I've been mostly just keep going at it. Is be blood, no matter what. Me have blood or my opponent has blood.
Do you have a like finish in mind that you would like to earn in MMA fight? Maybe some vicious knee, maybe some crazy submission. Do you have something that you would like to win by?
Oh, well, that's fine. I would love to have a knockout or submission, wherever it comes, but uh, well, I'm trying not to give away my game plan, but I would love the honestly, I would love to get a knockout, but when it comes, it comes.
And overall, because when I saw your fights, I thought that you are quite big as the lightweight. So how much of the weight do you cut?
Like 20 or 23 pounds. It's at some point I need to go at 45. This probably be my last 55 fight, and then I'm gonna go down 45 unless LFA offered me like the 155 championship belt. Then, but after this fight, I'm going down 45, and that's gonna suck. I'll say that.
Yes, because the weight cut is like probably the like worst thing about MMA. When I'm talking to the fighters, it's like
Mhm.
the part that they really don't like.
Oh yeah, I hate it so much. Especially if you find like a big tall guy, like all the even 45, but 155ers, they freaking they tall and sometimes they be like big, like basically and at some point you probably gonna fight like a big old Khabib guy, like a dude like after he cuts the weight, after he gained it all back, he'd be like 190 pounds or 200 pounds. So that's why I go like want to go 45 because everybody is not really their weight class. Like like after my weigh-ins or after I drink and all that, I'd be like 170 after I got all my juices back, fluids back. So,
And
but
when you are watching the MMA fights, maybe UFC fights, maybe like some other fights on the high level, do you like to analyzing the fighters and do you think like how to beat them?
yes, I analyze the fighters, especially if I'm like in the future, like at some point, if I'm going to fight like a 45 or a 55er, like I analyze their fights and see if they do like a cool technique. I do that against like a next opponent or at some point against them or like counter that and to steal or pick up things from the people I'm analyzing or watching. So,
In a few weeks, there will be a really big UFC card. It will be John Jones against Stipe, and also on the card
mm,
there is Michael Chandler against Charles Oliveira, and it will be of course the lightweight fight. And who do you think will win this one?
oh geez, like if I pick Oliveira, but like Michael Chandler is a beast, and like if he knocks or he, I think Michael Chandler and Oliveira fought before, and like I think Michael Chandler almost knocked him out. But if Michael Chandler like finishes him this time, then uh maybe Michael Chandler. But I feel like Oliveira because the situ and he's a crazy guy. So, but we see it's 50-50 with me.
Yes, and probably the fight will end by finish because of their
Mm-hmm.
styles.
Oh yeah.
And about John Jones against Stipe, do you have a favorite in this one?
Well, I want Stipe to win, but it might be John Jones this time. Guess, well, he's John Jones.
Yes,
But
but I think that overall the fight maybe would be better if the not the long break for Stipe if because it's
mhm.
quite a long one. But in the end, it is the best light heavyweight in the UFC against probably the best heavyweight in the UFC, like in all time.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, everybody treats Stipe like crap because he haven't fought forever, and what he lost his like last two fights or one fight, I forget. I know he got knocked out by Francis Ngannou, but Stipe is still a beast. So, but we see. Time will
Yes,
tell.
yes, and it would be quite crazy because everybody like thinking about what's next for John Jones, and who knows,
Mm.
maybe it will end Stipe by knockout.
Yeah, we see what happens in the like. Is that like 2 weeks? Yeah, I think it's like after my fight. Yeah. Well, we see, but it's definitely a good fight card. I'm very interested. So.
And getting back to your career, because like MMA is a really tough sport, is a really sport that can take away many things from you. But in the end, what is the biggest motivator for you to train, to fight, that you are trying to reach your dreams?
Oh, this is basically like kind of like a middle finger to everybody that download me, like, and show them like I can do something. And like I grew up a learning disability. Everybody treated me like crap, and I just want to like show like people can like achieve their goals, and like people like me like been through hell and get bullied and all that, and like I said, like show them like I can achieve my goal, like so.
So after like your fights, you can say, "Look at me now!" Like what do you
Mm.
achieve? Because I think that overall your career is going in a very good direction. So I think that you can be like really proud of your accomplishments
Mhm.
for now.
Oh yeah, I already won just getting there. My dad always tells me that like you already won just getting there, but especially I won because I be in the UFC Fight Pass and LFA. I watch LFA when I was a kid, me and him, like every Friday, and we grew up watching LFA. So it's pretty crazy and surreal, like getting there. We finally here. So
And before your fights, do you feel like additional maybe stress, maybe pressure, because that you know that you will fight against other really tough and experienced guy?
mm, like I stressed a little bit, but it is what it is. I As long as I give everything I got, I don't care if I win or lose. As long as I give everything I got, like I'd be proud of myself. If me and my family know we gave all my everything I got, like until I die. So that's all it's about. So as long as I give the effort.
And after your fights, do you like to celebrate, to do something like maybe not ordinary, or you prefer just to rest a bit, go to the bed, and go to sleep?
Oh, pretty much, or just get fat. Just every time after I like win or celebration, like I get fat. Just eat good old junk food and don't eat too much, but pretty much. And I don't drink, I don't do alcohol, all that. All I do, my drugs and alcohol is food, junk food. So
And quite often the fighters like to eat because their job is just not to eat, to be healthy. So after the
hmm
fight, they like to eat because they can eat that moment.
oh yeah, it's just yeah, like all that hard work. Yeah, might as well freaking get fat right now after the celebration. I earned that. So, but yeah, and then wherever next week or 2 weeks, get my work my butt off, work it off. So,
And in the perfect scenario, because of course we don't know what's gonna happen in this fight,
mm,
but in the perfect scenario, when would you like to be in the cage again?
oh, maybe like 3 months at least, like 3 months. I would love to like have a little bit break, but yeah, 3 or 4 months. I would love to be back in the cage in LFA or wherever.
And in your free time, do you have any other hobbies? Because of course MMA probably is taking a lot of your time. But outside of it, do you have like any other hobby that you like to spend time on?
Just hanging out with my family. It's just mostly that. Just hanging out with my family and just read books and um I and what else? Like horror movies, bunch of other stuff. And it's just I'm a horror movie nerd. So
And do you
and sorry, you go.
uh, did you watch lately an like good horror movie?
Oh, I don't know if you like it or other people. This movie definitely ain't for other people. You might have heard of it or seen it, where Terrifier 3 or the latest one, Terrifier 3. But I love it. It's like a slasher movie. It's like gory. It's like very gory. But I love those kinds of movies, like 80s style movies or like gory or practical effects movies. So I love those kinds, like somebody building and just gory stuff and how it looks.
Maybe I'm not super into horror movies, but like a few months ago, I watched Long Legs with the Christian no Nicolas Cage. I'm not sure if you watch it, but it's a very good one.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to watch that. I probably need to get like Shutter or something or wherever that's an app for horror movies. But I definitely would love to watch that. Watch old Nicolas Cage being crazy.
Yes, it's definitely a good movie to watch. So, Gabriel, many thanks for the conversation. I'm really excited about this fight because, of course, you will be fighting against really tough and experienced fighter, but also it can give you experience for you, and who knows, maybe a very good performance will open another big doors for you.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be experience because this is going to be my first time flying and first time being like really out of my town. Like the furthest I ever went is like Georgia, but Phoenix, Arizona is pretty far away from home, and I'd be pretty much terrified when I get on that plane. So I'd be probably shaking, but and that's what fighters got to do if they want to make their career. But it's definitely going to be experience, and I'm excited for it.